At 2,200 meters, the alien probe imploded. 14 officers watched the feed go dark, their blue faces reflecting the red glow of emergency alerts.
That's the fourth probe lost. If we can't retrieve the fleet, Command will assume sabotage, or worse, cowardice.
Commander, the pressure at the fleet depth exceeds any hull we can field. No living pilot can survive. We've exhausted every option.
I hear you need someone who swims where machines can't. I am Amanda Vance, and I'll dive your death world.
You've dived pressures like this before. The crushed depth here makes your Earth oceans look like shallow pools.
Earth's Mariana Trench is over 11,000 meters. This planet's ocean isn't even warm up. I've done worse for fun.
She signed the contract without reading the hazard addendum. The aliens had never seen a contractor so unconcerned with her own survival. The dive suit sealed around her, a human design rated for pressures that would crumple alien submarines. She checked her own seals. She never trusted anyone else to do it.
Her physiology, the pressure at full depth will be 17 times greater than on the surface. If that suit fails, she'll die instantly. We'll have killed her.
Let's see what's down there. The dark doesn't scare me. It's where I belong.
Rain lashed the extendable platform as Amanda walked to its edge. The ocean below was a black maw, hungry and patient.
Remember, Vance, the tether is your only link. If it snags, you are on your own down there.
I've cut tethers before. It's not ideal, but I am still here.
She stepped off without a backward glance. The water swallowed her instantly. Her helmet lamp cut a narrow cone through the dark. Bubbles streamed upward, the only sign of the world she'd left. The depth gauge climbed, 1,800 meters, 2,000, 2,000, 2,200, the point where the last probe had died.
Just past the kill zone now. Same pressure, different planet. Feels like home.
Her vitals are elevated, but stable. Unbelievable. No other species could sustain this.
Keep the tether tension monitored. If we lose her signal, Command will have our heads.
Deeper. Whatever sank those ships, it's down there waiting. Let's find it.
The water turned viscous with depth. Every movement cost effort, and the suit creaked in protest.
Suit integrity warning again. Just the joints settling. I've seen this screen 100 times.
Vance, your suit is compressing beyond spec. Abort now. No data is worth a hull breach.
It's flexing, not failing. If you wanted a robot, you wouldn't have called me. I am fine.
Magnetic field is spiking. Wild variance. Something metallic and massive is distorting the sensors.
At 4,200 meters, her lamp found the alien probe's corpse, a crushed cylinder, its shell folded like paper.
That's their gravestone. Now we're in my depth range. The fleet must be just ahead.
Vance, turn back. The anomalies are too chaotic. We're flying blind. This is a direct order.
You didn't hire a subordinate. You hired a diver. I'll turn back when I see the fleet, or when my air runs out. Air mix is good. Depth 4,400. The dark here is different. Thicker. Something's waiting below.
Her lamp caught the first shard of wreckage, a twisted hull plate, alien script still legible under the crushing dark.
Surface. I have debris. No intact ships, yet, but the wreckage is fresh. Weeks, not months. Something tore them apart.
Organic residue. It's coating the hull. Could be a biological contaminant from the planet's own ecosystem.
Contaminant. It's sabotage. Someone used biomimetic weapons to destroy our ships and leave no trace.
This residue isn't sprayed on. It's growing through the metal. Something alive did this. Surface. This damage is internal. The ships were crushed from the outside. No weapon does this.
Crushed from outside. That rules out any internal failure. This could be a creature, Commander.
Creature? At this depth? Preposterous. Our scans show nothing. Vance, continue your sweep and find proof of enemy tech.
They're arguing about weapons and sabotage, but this wreck was pulled apart by something with tentacles. I'm going deeper.
The crater opened below her like a wound, a graveyard of broken hulls, connected by faint bioluminescent veins. She descended into the crater, and the bioluminescent veins pulsed brighter with every meter. A nervous system laid over a graveyard.
Surface, every ship down here is broken the same way. Hulls caved in, internal bulkheads pulled outward. Something wrapped around them. Not a weapon, not a battle. This was a feeding. Something enormous grabbed these ships and squeezed.
Her lamp traced the imprint of a tentacle, sucker marks the size of her torso pressed into the armor like wax.
The slime is still glowing. This isn't old residue, it's fresh. The thing that did this might still be down here. I am taking a sample of the organic coating. It's warm, and it's still reactive. Stand by.
Commander, the thermal signature. It's spiking. That slime is alive. We're not looking at debris. We're looking at leavings.
Vance, that's enough. Surface immediately with the sample. I will not lose a diver to a ghost story.
Negative. Thrax. I have enough air, and the crater goes deeper. If I surface now, you'll still call it sabotage. I am getting proof. Samples sealed and glowing in my canister. Whatever left this is massive, and I am about to meet it.
Amanda swam through a hull gash into the dreadnought. Red emergency lights flickered over tilted decks and scattered bones.
Surface. I am inside the command ship. Bones everywhere. They didn't die from pressure. They were crushed inside the hull. Crushed inside a pressurized hull. The thing came in here and squeezed until the ship broke open.
The tether caught a jagged edge and snapped with a sickening zip. The physical link to the surface was gone.
Tether's cut. Switching to acoustic link. Signal will be weak. Don't expect constant updates.
Vance, your acoustic link is barely holding. Abort now. This is your last chance.
I still see the fleet. I am not leaving without a visual on what did this. Keep listening, Commander. The sample's good, but they'll need to see it. I need to see it.
The acoustic link crackled with static, her voice thinning to a ghost. The only reply from the surface was silence.
Depth, 5,200. Something's shifting ahead, big enough to move the water itself.
Her sonar blared, a contact 3 times larger than the dreadnought, pulsing at 2 beats a minute.
Surface. I have a biological return. Something huge and alive. It's waking up.
Commander, thermal surge. That mass just increased activity. It's not a rock. It's a creature.
It's a malfunction. Vance, your sensors are unreliable at this depth. Abort now.
That malfunction is shaking the water. I am going to get a visual. Sending image burst. Here is your malfunction.
The image resolved on the surface monitor. Armored flesh, studded with bioluminescent nodes, curved like a cliffside, and just as vast.
That's not a ship. Vance, what have you found?
Something that shouldn't exist. Acoustic link is failing. I am getting a full frame before I lose you.
The final image froze on the monitor, a silhouette of impossible scale, tentacles uncoiling like waking arms. The sonar target had started to move. She swam closer, and the water grew thick with a low-frequency hum, a heartbeat that vibrated in her bones.
It's dormant, the size of a city block, but it's not moving, yet.
Her lamp traced a flank of armored skin, ridges as tall as she was, studded with glowing nodes.
This is it. The thing that killed the fleet, and it's right here. Surface. I have full visual. The organism is a cephalopod type, dormant. Repeat, dormant. Sending image now. Stand by.
The transmission began, but the acoustic link crackled and died before the image could resolve. The screen on the surface went black.
Comms dead. I am alone down here with the sleeping giant, but they need to know. I need proof. Get close. Take a tissue sample. If this thing wakes, I'll have bigger problems than no signal.
She began the slow swim toward the beast's head, where the largest bioluminescent pulse beat like a lighthouse in the abyss.
1 sample. Then I surface. This is what I came for.
She rounded the massive head, and there it was, an eye the size of a door, its slit pupil contracting in the lamplight.
It's awake, and it sees me.
The pupil dilated, tracking her movement. A deep vibration rolled through the water, shivering her suit.
Don't move. Don't breathe. Let it be the one to decide.
She hung motionless, the only sound her own breathing, as the creature regarded her with a predator's patience.
It's not attacking. That's either curiosity or indifference. Either way, I have a moment. I need that sample. Right now, while it's still passive.
Slowly, she unclipped the sampling tool from her belt, the mechanism faintly whirring in the silent deep.
Just a small piece. Don't wake it up for good.
Her gloved hand extended the coring tool. Centimeters from the bioluminescent skin, the coring tool punched through the armored hide. Dark blue ichor billowed and the creature's glow flared in what looked like agony. A violent convulsion ripped through the abyss. Amanda tumbled backward, caught in a swirling cloud of black silt and shattered rock. A tentacle wider than a ship swept past, its wake spinning her into a wild tumble. Metal shards exploded around her.
Samples in the canister. Air mix green. Now I just need to outswim a nightmare.
She kicked upward through the murk. Below, the creature settled, its tentacles coiling back into the crater like sleeping serpents.
Don't think about the bends. Don't think about the dark. Just one kick after another until the light changes.
Wreckage from the crushed ship spun past her, metal torn like paper, trailing bioluminescent slime into the depths.
The sample canister glowed against my belt. Irrefutable truth. The thing the galaxy never knew existed.
Depth 4,900 meters and climbing. Her decompression computer flashed red, but she dismissed it. Priority was distance.
Just get to the surface. The rest can wait. They need to see what I found.
At 4,600 meters, the decompression computer overrode her refusal. A mandatory ceiling blared, stop ascent or risk irreversible damage.
Surface fast and risk the bends. Or hold here and hope the creature stays asleep. There is no safe choice.
She stopped kicking. Her buoyancy carried her upward at a controlled rate, the computer accepting the trade-off with a reluctant green light.
Every breath uses oxygen I can't spare. Every second down here gives that thing time to change its mind.
A low rumble rolled up from the depths, shaking the water, the creature testing the limits of its waking.
It's stirring, not hunting. Maybe it decided I am too small to matter. Or maybe it's just waiting to see what I do.
Her suit indicators flickered. Oxygen at 30%. Scrubber efficiency dropping, she slowed her breathing to a practiced rhythm.
Count the bubbles. Count the seconds. This is just another long hang at depth. I've done this before.
She hung in the dark, arms crossed, letting the sea carry her home. The lamp glinted off the sample canister at her waist.
Proof. The only thing that matters now. They will believe this. They have to.
12 hours of silence. Then a single ping cut through the static. An ascent beacon, faint but rising.
Commander, it's Vance. Her transponder is rising. She's alive.
Or it's just a suit signal. Could be empty. Prepare the recovery drone. We confirm nothing until she breaks surface.
Outside, the storm had worsened. Swells crashed against the hull, and the recovery drone strained on its launch rail.
The storm will rip the drone apart. If we lose it, we have no backup. We must wait.
If we wait, she drowns. Her oxygen is critical. I will not lose a diver who proved us all wrong. Launch the recovery drone. I take full responsibility.
The drone tore free into the storm, its cables whipping in the wind as it plunged toward the beacon marker.
Beacon strength increasing. She's 1,800 meters now. Oxygen at 12%. She's cutting it close.
Hold on, Vance. We're coming.
She breached the surface in a violent surge, the drone's spotlight picking out her cracked helmet and the faint blue glow at her waist.
She's alive. Drone locked. Bring her in. I don't care about the storm.
The drone hoisted her onto the dive platform, and for a moment she hung there, limp as a doll, before the medics grabbed her.
Can't feel my hands. But the canister is still there, and still glowing.
In the medical bay, they cut away the suit's outer shell and cracked the helmet seal.
Decompression sickness. But she's breathing. Get me a pressure pad on her joints now.
As the helmet lifted, Amanda's eyes opened, bloodshot but focused, and she fumbled at her belt.
Got it. The sample. It's proof.
She actually brought it back. Vance, your species is insane.
She gave a weak thumbs up before the oxygen mask was pressed to her face, and the medics took over.
Don't. Mask off. Upload the helmet feed first. If I pass out, they still need to see.
Within minutes, the holographic display filled with the recorded descent, crushing dark, torn hulls, bioluminescent veins.
That's the creature. The eye, it moved. It saw her.
All non-essential personnel out. This footage is classified pending official review.
The creature uncoiled on screen, tentacles sweeping warships aside like toys. The scale was impossible.
They're seeing it. Finally. No more arguments about sabotage.
Commander, the sample. It's a complex organism, not a weapon. It lives down there, deep enough no probe could reach.
We lost a fleet to something we never knew existed, because we couldn't go deep enough to find it.
You hired a diver. That's what we do.
The footage ended on the final shot, the creature settling back into the crater, a living mountain returning to sleep. Commander Thrax opened a secure channel to High Command. The footage of the creature was transmitted with a full tactical overlay.
Admiralty, the fleet loss was not sabotage or enemy action. A native organism, over 200 meters in length, destroyed them. They're not convinced. They think the footage is fabricated. I need every scrap of data, Velek, now.
Already prepared, Commander. The molecular structure confirms it's carbon-based, complex. It's no weapon.
They'll dismiss it until they see the teeth marks. Send them the wreckage photos alongside the sample.
I stake my commission on this evidence. Reclassify the planet or I'll log my protest publicly.
Command agreed to a formal review, but only because Thrax put his career on the line.
This will either be my last command or the reason we survive the next decade.
He's finally risking something real. Maybe aliens can learn.
The review was ordered. Soon, every species would know. A human diver went down where no one else could, and found the truth. 2 days later, Amanda sat up in medical, her dive log open on her lap. She wrote in it like someone jotting a grocery list. Her entry was short. Zeta -9, Ocean, 8200 M, lost alien fleet, organism, a decent dive.
A decent dive? You nearly died. The creature could have ended you.
It didn't. And I got the sample. That's a good day.
One of you is worth a fleet. How does your species survive such risks?
He wouldn't understand. It's not about survival. It's about seeing what's down there, here. I am already booked for the primary trench on Gliese -5881, G, 14 kilometers down. Should be interesting.
You are going again? Before your decompression sickness even clears?
The slots fill up. You have to book early.
In the corridor, crew members stepped aside as she walked. They'd seen the footage. They knew what a human was. While she packed, every console on the ship rippled with an incoming priority message. The classification verdict had arrived.
Planet Zeta 9 reclassified. Extreme biological hazard. All species forbidden entry. By unanimous order of the Admiralty.
They believed the sample, the footage. It's over.
Good.
She nodded once, picked up her dive case, and walked to the hangar bay. No celebration, no sigh of relief.
Vance, the Admiralty is already drafting a commendation. You've earned a medal.
Put the medal money toward my next contract. I am booked for Gliese -581 G in 3 weeks.
The crew watched her go, a creature as alien to them as the monster she'd faced.
That was a decent dive. But the real deep ones are still out there.
And so the death world was sealed, its secret guarded by pressure only a human could survive. The debriefing was short. Amanda sat across from Thrax and summarized the dive like a weather report.
Vance, before you leave, what was it really like down there? The creature, the crush. Give me something the footage doesn't show.
Visibility cleared at 3,500 meters. Good current. The organism was dormant until I took the sample. No pursuit during ascent.
You are describing a training exercise. My people died down there.
The facts are what matter. My sample proves cause of loss. That's why you hired me.
Thrax shook his head, a gesture he'd learned from her. Then he stood as she picked up her case.
My contract is complete. If you ever need another deep descent, you know my rate.
Your species is terrifying, Vance. You know that?
He gets it now. But understanding isn't the same as being able to do it.
She walked out without answering, leaving the aliens with a truth they could never have reached alone. In the hangar bay, Thrax was waiting with a credit chip and a formal commendation scroll.
The Admiralty insisted on this. The medal ceremony is in 2 cycles. They expect you there.
I don't do ceremonies. Keep the medal. Give me the chip. I have a primary trench waiting.
Gliese minus 581G. That's a death world even by your standards. 14 kilometers and a methane ocean.
The pressure down there is 150 times surface. Should be a good workout.
She took the chip, slipping it into a pocket without counting the amount.
Thanks for the contract. Maybe we'll do business again.
The shuttle door sealed behind her, and the engine spooled up. On her tablet, the confirmation for Gliese minus 581G blinked to the next descent already waiting.
We owe our survival to someone who calls that a workout.
Alone in the shuttle, Amanda opened her dive log on the tablet. The final entry for Zeta, Negus 9, was already loaded.
Decent dive. No major complications. I'll add the organism notes later.
She scrolled through the catalog of past descents. Mariana, Tonga, Java, Kermadec, Earth's trenches, just another list. Earth's Mariana Trench, 11,034 meters. Her first deep dive at age 19 was just another line. The new booking for Gliese minus 581G showed a depth of 14,000 meters. She tapped confirm without hesitation.
Pressure, temperature, darkness. Same equation, different planet.
She leaned back in the narrow seat, the stars sliding past outside.
Not bad. 1 down, a dozen more waiting.
A faint smile flickered across her face, then disappeared as she closed her eyes. The shuttle hummed through the silent void, carrying the only being in the galaxy who felt at home in the crush. In the research vessel's lab, Dr. Velek ran the sample through the molecular scanner for the 3rd time.
Every reading confirms it. A living organism down there. Older than our entire civilization.
In his quarters, Commander Thrax stared at the hologram of the creature, but his mind was miles below the surface.
We were fools to think we understood the universe.
Outside, the ocean was calm, hiding the nightmare miles below. He replayed the footage one last time, the creature's eye opening, Amanda's tiny figure beside it.
1 human, 1 dive, and we owe our survival to that.
Velek entered, the glowing sample container still in his hand. Neither said a word. In the crater, the creature shifted once more, then settled back into the dark. The ocean hid its secrets again, but this time the galaxy knew to fear the deep. The shuttle's engines flared as it pushed into hyperspace, fading from view like a star burning out. On her tablet, a notification blinked. A new booking confirmed, another trench waiting.
That was a secondary trench. I've got a primary waiting.
The recording ended. The tablet counted the days until her next descent. In the abyssal crater, the colossal organism twitched once in its sleep. A tremor rolled through the water, then settled. The dark resumed its vigil. On the research vessel, the final sample analysis completed. The data would travel far. Commander Thrax remained at the viewport, watching the calm ocean. A silent promise. The Death World's secret was safe, guarded by pressure no other species could brave. And somewhere in the stars, a human diver closed her eyes, dreaming of the next abyss.